Have you tried to look up something on your phone while your kids are wrestling you like a WWE opponent? Thank goodness they don't have access to folding chairs, because they would not hesitate to blindside you to the side of the head with one of those while furiously giggling, thinking you're enjoying this as much as they are. Have kids, they say. All to say, trying to research things while you're in the same room with your kids is a dangerous activity. That's why it's best to do it ahead of time, and sans kids. Speaking of wily wrestlers, I have two of my own. An 8-year-old girl who's always a kitty wrestler, and a 4-year-old boy, almost, how old are you gonna be, Ellie? 5, dude! Who likes to smudge my glasses every single time he's near them. But I love them to pieces, and I'm looking very forward to my summer with them, mostly. Also, if you're new here, my name is Heather, and besides being a stay-at-home mom, I also started Sprouted Planner, a planner company committed to helping you be intentional, reflective, and simple, and keeping it all beautiful. Since I have my hands full between having kids and running my business, amongst all my other household management, planning is crucial for me to keep it all together, especially in the summers when it is full on. That's what this summer series is all about, helping you be intentional about your summer and planning ahead so you can actually enjoy it when it's here while still getting things done. After this video, you'll be ready to create some go-to lists for meals, activities, and crafts, along with places to go and things to do inside your own house. The whole goal of this video and these steps are to help reduce decision fatigue and help get your home ready and decide ahead of time so you can enjoy summer more. Step number 1, create a meal list. Here's a fun fact. Over 3 months of summer, you'll be deciding on and making 92 breakfasts, 184 snacks, and 92 lunches. Cool beans! I mean, good lord, we have only so many decisions we can make before our brain is absolute mush, and we're wasting so much of it deciding what to eat every day. Why do we have to eat so often? Meal and snack planning is one of the easiest things to automate. This absolutely changed my last summer. I highly suggest you create a rotating meal plan that you repeat each week. Include breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, mid-afternoon snack, and then you can decide on dinners. You can do a rotating thing or just let that be its own separate thing. I had this list set for Monday through Friday, and it was a godsend. You can even do it for the weekends. Then just repeat. Use Pinterest to research kid lunch ideas and snacks. Gold. On the resources page, as part of your free summer printables, which you haven't grabbed, you can grab that in the link below. I will include my entire snack and meal plan that I used last summer. Step number 2, compile a list of activities outside the house. It's so hard to come up with something to do when your kids are running around the house screaming or crawling all over you. Spend the time by putting the list together now so you can avoid that later when you're in the moment. In the summer printables, I've included a page with a column with the summer months along with a general list. This is a great list that you can write down things that you can do anytime in that general list or things that are very specific to that month. So you can list things like farmers markets, fairs, touch a truck, fruit picking, strawberries, blueberries, city events, new and tried and true parks, splash pad, water parks, play date with friends, indoor playgrounds, ice cream locations, beaches, biker scooter trails. Even list things that you've done 100 million times. Just include those on the list because sometimes your brain is just done and you kind of forget about some of these things. Keep this list handy so that you can refer to it on those days that you want to adventure outside your house. Then move on to step number 3, which is compile a list of crafts and at-home activities. For those days, mornings, afternoons that you're just sticking at home, this will be a great list to have. Have a go-to list of things that your kids can do or that you can do with them. This doesn't mean you need to entertain them 24/7. Remember the reminders in the first video? It is not your job to keep them entertained all summer. Rather, I like to have a list as a reminder of things that I can set out as invitations to play, that they can do on their own. And I like to have more interactive crafts that I can do with them too. So list out those fun crafts and activities that you can do. The added benefit of planning these crafts out ahead of time is that you also get to acquire those resources, all those random sticks and palms and glues and construction paper, so that at the time that you want to do them, you have it all. Because how many times have you pulled up a craft and you're like, oh, I don't have half this list? Well, get that down now, get everything bought, you'll be ready to go. So some ideas for crafts. Search Google for the age of your kid and craft ideas to do at home. So for example, 5-year-old craft ideas. Do this also in Pinterest. Instagram is also a great place because you'll have videos to go along with it usually. At your local library, there's also plenty of books with craft ideas or recipe ideas for kids, origami for kids, etc. For activities, go around your house with a clipboard and list out all of the toys that you have. Sidewalk chalk, bikes, scooters, rollerblades, slip and slides or little pools, Legos, blocks, coloring books, magnet tiles, cars, kitchen set, puzzles, games, color or sticker by numbers, fort building, paint, magic set, swing set, Play-Doh or magnetic sand. You get the idea. Now this is where you'll have to be a little proactive. Every parent knows that when you say, why don't you go play Legos? The kids will be like, pass. You'll have to do a little extra work to set out some invitations to play. So usually we have our Legos down in a separate play space. So on days I think they'll like doing Legos, I will bring that bucket up, I'll put it on the table, I'll maybe put out a couple Lego plates, and I'll set up a little square house to get them going on. I'll scatter some Legos around, and then that's all they need. That's their invitation to play. They will take it from there because it's a new place, a new space. How fun. Or if they need even a little more, you can assign them a scene to build, like build a water park or build a car that squirts pretend water. And they should take it from there. Or pull out the car bucket and set up a little car wash. You can do this outside, or you can do this in your kitchen, like lay out some towels, have a little shallow bin, fill it with soapy water, bring in some sponges, and voila, they will take it from there. And just like the crafts, this is a great thing to take to Google. So just type in 8-year-old activities to do at home. Last thing I'll say about at-home activities and toys. Declutter if you can. Kids play it so much better when there's less toys and there's more space for them to do it. You can also rotate toys. So if you have the space for it, store some toys away, and then in a few weeks, rotate the toys out. But if you don't have the capacity for this, whether the time or mental energy, then don't worry about it. This is a kind of a huge task, and it's not something that you have to get done. It's just a suggestion. Step number 4, create a summer bucket list. And do this with your kids. I suggest no more than 10 to make it doable, but sit down with your kids and ask them everything they want to do for the summer. Then write it down or have them write it down. Of course, in your free printables, I included 10 boxes with little space for a check mark that you can write it down, you can draw a little picture, just have fun with it. Everyone loves a good bucket list, and then you can tape it on your fridge or underneath your command center so you can see it and you can check it off as you go. These 4 steps will help you feel prepared and get prepared. Get your kids playing, having fun, and keeping busy by batching your planning and preparation ahead of time. It will free up your days and your headspace, and will also prevent a folding chair to your head. Once again, those steps are to create a meal list, compile a list of activities to do outside your house, compile a list of crafts and activities to do inside your house, and create a summer bucket list with your kids. Speaking of bucket lists, what is 1 or 2 things on your summer bucket list this year? I would love to know in the comments below. Thank you for spending your precious time watching this video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. A planner company committed to helping you be intentional, reflective,